Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wherever you are, I hope you're well, and thank you for joining me at VB 2021. My name is Samantha Madrid, and this is my second Virus Bulletin Conference, but my first representing the Cyber Threat Alliance, and I'm thrilled to be here. We've all heard the quote, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Community can mean different things to different groups of people. Community can be a part of our lives professionally and personally. Community is at the heart of everything we do and has been a part of our lives since the beginning. From the playground to sports teams to virtual happy hours, community has helped mold us into who we are and helps us evolve. These relationships must be reciprocal. We want to show support to others the same way they have shown support to us. Community also gives us the opportunity to form relationships with people who desire the same outcomes that we do, but who come to the table with different life experiences and perspectives. Community is a big part of why I'm here in front of you today. I was a competitive swimmer during my adolescence, during my childhood, and all throughout high school and in college. If you're at all familiar with competitive swimming, maybe you just saw the Summer Olympics, it may seem like swimming is an individual sport. There are a lot of individual events where it's just you against everybody else. But what you may not know is that it takes a team to get you to that gold medal. Every day I went to practice with 10 other swimmers. We worked out together twice a day. We went to meets and we gave each other pep talks before our events. And we competed together in relay events, which were my favorite events. I was measurably faster competing with my relay team than I ever was on my own. My teammates got me through some difficult times as well. Do you remember being a teenager? It was so hard. But I got through those tough teenage years in one piece, large part because I had my teammates supporting me. That community helped shape me into who I am today. I am tenaciously competitive. I push myself to achieve big, audacious goals. And I have that little voice inside my head that tells me, yes, you can, when every other part of me just wants to quit. To this day, I still love working out with a team because that community pushes me to achieve more than I ever thought I could. Think of people you share your happiness and triumphs with, and even your struggles, failures. These are your communities. When we can share our lives with someone, we are better equipped to get through life's challenges. It's reassuring to know that we have a support system that gives us a high five when we succeed, but can help pick us up when we're down. This makes dealing with the most difficult situations much easier. The InfoSec community has a very similar, almost familiar-like sense of community. From social media to conferences, members of this community help break down the barriers to entry that many are experiencing in this field. This community is happy to share their experiences, tips, and tricks and encourage their peers on their InfoSec journey. This diversity helps cultivate new ideas and approaches and avoids complacency by challenging the status quo. Our different specialties and backgrounds allow us to be creative in defending against attacks. For security practitioners, a community is critically important, especially in malware research. What all of you do individually, investigating attacks in the wild, breaking down how they happen and where they're coming from and who they're targeting. It's because of your research that we are able to be effective as they are today. And even though we all know there's more work to do, while the individual work that you all do is fantastic, when you work with a team that shares the data and works together, it makes the data stronger and more complete. The same is true when teams work together across organizations and leverage each other's data and research to meet a common goal. This allows organizations to focus on taking steps forward versus duplicating the same information and slowing down the development process. You're all investigating different indicators, different elements of compromise. When your teams come together, each with a different puzzle piece, you get closer to completing the puzzle and gaining a greater insight and understanding of the whole picture. As the team continues to collaborate, the picture gets even more detailed, more complete, when many different teams come together and share what they've learned using different techniques and approaches. You are all a part of the threat intelligence community that helps organizations protect their users and data. Communities aren't just exclusive to the human experience. The need for them transcends our human interactions. Think back to earth science in school. Biological ecosystems are communities in their own right. For example, our life-sustaining planet is a community where all living things exist and rely on each other to thrive. From trees ingesting the carbon dioxide emanated from animals and exhaling the oxygen needed by those same animals to survive, to earthworms transporting nutrients and minerals, to the marine biodiversity that makes habitants more resilient to environmental change. If you think about communities and ecosystems in this way, it's very clear to see that the network is also a community. By definition, the network is a group of connected devices. This includes corporate networks or even your own Wi-Fi setup at home. Each device relies on the other to maintain optimized connectivity. Similarly, network devices rely on each other to detect and stop attacks as fast as possible. A compromise in one area of the network can quickly spread and compromise the entire network. This is why threat intelligence must be shared, so each member of the community can benefit from the hard work of the other member organizations. And we can collaborate to find an even more complete view of attacks. This is why the Cyber Threat Alliance exists. The Cyber Threat Alliance was founded in 2014 and since then has grown to sharing over 100 million artifacts to date. That's over 7 million artifacts per month on current attacks from 32 member organizations operating across every single continent and every step of the cybersecurity kill chain. The Cyber Threat Alliance is more important now than ever before. In 2020, more records were compromised in 12 months than in the previous 15 years combined. With numbers like these, we can't sit idly by and watch these numbers increase exponentially. The Cyber Threat Alliance members are taking action by improving security for their customers and working to better secure the digital ecosystem through a collaborative approach to security. Every member must share unique artifacts with context. This allows all members to identify, understand, and counter emerging threats more rapidly. In fact, the Cyber Threat Alliance plays a critical role in defending international cybersecurity, economic stability, and public safety. Our members have customers that include companies across 16 US critical infrastructure sectors, and they continue to work and expand into mobile, IoT, and other parts of the evolving landscape. These 32 member organizations are continuously sharing resources to broaden detection, which means wide-ranging protections against attacks, protecting millions of users every day. For example, one of our member organizations discovered that the AGA malware campaign, which uses a keylogger to steal from crypto wallets, credentials, and sensitive data, was using the infrastructure of legitimate companies such as GitHub and Zendesk. This malware campaign had previously been discovered and shared by the Cyber Threat Alliance. Because of this shared intelligence combined with this new discovery, the member organization was able to help both GitHub and Zendesk eradicate the malware from their networks quickly. Similarly, another member organization recently discovered a malware campaign run by Greyfly Espionage Group. It was used It used the sidewalk Trojan as a backdoor to target telecoms and IT service providers across multiple countries. This research was shared with other Cyber Threat Alliance members, and protection mechanisms were distributed to hundreds of thousands of companies all over the globe who would have been potential victims. These examples of malware could have had devastating impact, but the support of the Cyber Threat Alliance community, they were mitigated and we were able to avoid catastrophe. While all members agree that we will continue to compete on products, offerings, customer support, and solutions, we are not going to compete on threat intelligence. We will continue to collaborate to ensure all users and devices are as secure as possible. From all of us, security must be a mission before being a business. I am proud to be a part of this community, the InfoSec community, the threat sharing community, and the community of people who continue to grow and collaborate to keep our world safe. Together, we have established a great strategy for making a bigger impact in the fight against threat actors. This strategy necessitates that we act as a team to work towards a common goal. We are stronger together. So thank you for the work you've done and continue to do. It makes a huge difference. And with that, I hope all of you enjoy the rest of the Virus Bulletin 2021. Thank you so much.